for your graphics, you don't actually need any colorblind modes on this season, especially if you're on console. Everything seems to be perfect, except the storm is a little bit difficult to see through. So if you're on console, maybe go to 125% brightness, but other than that, you don't need colorblind mode on or anything like that. And then for the movement settings, toggle sprint obviously on. Auto open doors, you guys should definitely put this on, because when you're triple editing and you accidentally mess up and you just edit a door, then you're going to be able to walk straight through that, which is actually very useful, and you won't lose any of your momentum that you've been building. Mantle activation, obviously hold jump and the hurdle, press jump, very obvious boys. Auto pick up weapons, make sure you don't have this on boys, because there's actually a delay with it, so it's a complete waste of time. It's easier to actually pick up the weapon by pressing a button. For auto sort consumables to the right, you want to have this on, because this means that when you're switching between your guns, your minis and your shield and stuff, it's not going to get in the way. And for your preferred item slots boys, you want to copy this. This is absolutely perfect, because if I click LB from my shotgun, then it takes me to my AR, and then if I also click RB, then it takes me straight to my SMG, which is perfect because it gives you a bit of options there. For building, you guys definitely want to have reset building choice on in 2024, and this pre-edit option, I would have this on. It's a bit of a waste of time to be editing, to be doing pre-edits on controller, because they're very difficult to do, so I would definitely turn this on. Turbo building obviously on, and auto confirm edits, you want to take this on both, because this means you have confirm edit on release, which actually means you press one less button when you're editing, which is perfect. And then as well as that, you've basically got a macro now when you reset, so you only have to press one button to reset, which is so helpful for closing the skill gap between controller players and keyboard players. For the HUD options, make sure you have your HUD scale very low. You don't want it being like too high, it's going to cram your screen. You're not going to be able to see people in the top right of the map, so definitely have this on. And also boys, if you didn't know already, they've actually made the damage numbers so small now, so you guys definitely want to have it on 125%. You're going to be hitting nicer clips. Yes boys, and now for the settings that you've all been waiting for. Build immediately. You definitely want to have this on boys. You don't want to be double tapping to start building, that's just stupid. For the edit hold time, this doesn't matter because you guys have two binds to edit, so you can leave this wherever it is. For the slide hold time, I definitely recommend having it in the middle or more towards the lower end of the spectrum, because you don't want to be trying to slide into someone's box or slide away, but then in reality you're actually crouching. This might get you killed in a fight, so I definitely have it where it is now on my screen. For quick weapon, don't turn this on boys, there's a lot of delay with it, so I definitely would not turn this on. And then for sensitivity, if you guys are only seeing 4:4 on your screen and not the build and edit mode, then you want to click advanced options on, so then you can unlock that. But 4:4, this doesn't matter if you have advanced options on. And build mode sensitivity and edit mode sensitivity, I have at 2.3 and 2.2. This seems to be absolutely perfect boys. When I edit, my crosshair placement is perfect on people's heads, so I'm one pumping people a lot this season. And then as well as that, I'm not building like a bot. It's not too slow, but it's also not too fast to where you can't control it at all. So this is perfect. If you guys don't play the game a lot, maybe go down just a couple, but like not too much further down than that. It seems to be perfect boys. For the look sensitivity, 43 is absolutely perfect. You guys have seen my SMG and AR beams, like the hip fire, it's ridiculous. It's like old aim assist. Definitely try these out, and if you're struggling at the start, just stick with it. I promise it will be worth it. With the turning horizontal boosts, don't have any of these on. It's going to mess with your muscle memory, so you definitely don't want to have it on. And the same goes for the boost ramp time. For the ADSing, you guys want to have the horizontal speed at 8 and the vertical speed at 8. This means that when you click LT or L2 with your controller, it's going to be quite slow, but this is perfect because you're going to get a bit of a lock-on effect. Back in the day when aim assist was completely broken, I used to play on 1010, but now it's obviously been nerfed very heavily, so AA is absolutely perfect for getting beams, and you can still sort of toggle between enemies, so it seems to be perfect. And then as well as that boys, no boost, it's all going to mess with your muscle memory, and the boost ramp dampening time, whatever that is, turn that off boys, it's a waste of time. Aim assist strength, obviously I've got it on 0% right now because last night I was practicing my aim, but obviously you guys want to have that on 100%, and I actually play on linear, so that is the perfect settings for me, boys. And now I'm going to be talking through my binds. Actually, let me just go through my dead zones. 5-5. This is perfect because it means that when you click on this, look, do you see? I'm barely tapping on my controller joystick, and it's reading the signal so fast. This is perfect because it means that when you actually like click on your joystick, it's going to read it so much faster. So it's almost going to reduce your input delay, boys. So it's absolutely perfect to have it as low as possible. But if you can't control the stick drift, then don't worry. It's fine to go up, but don't go past 10-10. If it's higher than 10-10, it's too high, boys. Boys, I'm now going to be taking you through my controller binds, and then I'm also going to be taking you through the best binds if you're on a normal controller and you don't use any paddles and don't play claw. So for jump, I use a paddle. This is best for me because it means that I can keep my hands on the 2 joysticks, so then I can hit my shots better while I'm jumping, and other people can't hit me as well. For crouch, I find this easiest if I have another paddle and I use my right stick, so I can spam both of them and then I get more aim assist. And then I'm using standard for all of these. My reload weapon, I actually have to use RB because I had to switch that with one of my paddles because my RB button is pretty much broken. It happens all the time on the Elite controllers and things, so I've had to do this, but obviously don't do these, have these switched around. Previous weapon, normal. I use a paddle to get my pickaxe out. I don't think this is actually necessary. You guys could just keep using Y, this is fine. And then for all my builds, I have the normal binds, as obvious. For my switch mode, I have left stick. This just means I don't have to take my hand off when I'm trying to build, and this is the one that your hand is always on the left stick, so if someone shoots you, you can click left stick straight away, and you can start building. It's the best bind for me, it's the best bind for everyone. And for my edit binds, I select with RT, and I don't confirm with RB because I have edit on release. I don't even know why that's there, to be fair. And I reset with LT. These are the perfect binds for if you're using paddles or you're using non-paddles. And my actual edit button is my bottom left paddle, boys. Here are the best binds if you guys aren't using an Elite controller or a Scuff controller. So I'm jumping with the right stick and I'm editing with the left stick because those are 2 very important binds, and you don't want to be taking your thumbs off the controller when you're doing those 2, otherwise you guys are going to die. And also with editing, you're going to be a lot faster. Also, boys, if you're on a PS5 or PS4 controller, then make sure that you use your touchpad as switch mode. Obviously I'm using an Xbox controller, so I don't have that, but that will also be good because it means you guys won't have to take your hand off it as much, and it's also a bigger surface area. Anyway, boys, that is going to be the end of the video, so if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be really appreciated, and I hope these binds have helped you out.